Welcome back to Beyond the Listing, a Remax Fairlane Realty podcast. My name is Joanne Bouley, and I am the owner of Remax Fairlane Realty. Each week, we highlight one of our agents, a look at what it's like to work inside Remax Fairlane Realty, and we chat about something going on in the real estate market. Today, I am joined by my co-host, Reinier Boermans, a realtor with our office.
Reinier Boermans, that would be me. I'm very happy to be here, excited to be part of the Remax Fairlane Realty family. And I wanted to talk a little bit about first-time home buyers. As Joanne knows as well, it's a lot of fun and rewarding working with first-time buyers, the excitement that they have and navigating them through all the paperwork and all the difficult things that come with it. Yeah. What I love the most, of course, is the excitement. What I also really love is helping them make the right choice, because lots of times people, for the first time, walk into a home, they fall in love instantly, and they're basically ready to make an offer right then and there without thinking it over really. So I think for a realtor, our job is to kind of put the brakes on it a little bit and
Absolutely.
kind of ground them and explain the process and what are the pits, like what are the things you have to navigate in order to purchase your first home.
Right.
Many times they want to take advantage of the first-time homebuyers program in Nova Scotia.
That's right.
Amazing program, qualifies first-time buyers up to $300,000 with their down payment. So I've had a few clients that have taken advantage of that program. Works really well. It takes a little time to get approved. But yeah, it's wonderful to get people into their first home.
So do you mind if we jump in now, and I'm going to ask you a few questions about yourself, just to help
Yes.
people get to know you a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. So my first question for you, Reinier, is after having such a long career as a chef and working all over the place, what brought you into real estate? Why did you choose to become a realtor?
So this is going to be a long one, so sit down and relax, because no, it's not going to be that long. What I love and what I loved about cooking was the interaction with our guests. So guests, clients, it all comes down to client relations.
Right.
It all comes down to making an impact on somebody's life, whether it's by food or getting them into a house or selling their home. It's all about that service, which I love. Cooking I've done for 30 years, about 30, no, longer than that. No, about 30 years, 28, 30 years.
And you're still cooking.
And I'm still cooking. Get to that too.
Yes.
But after the pandemic, it became really hard. Food costs, food prices went up, as we all know. We still feel that in the grocery stores. It just wasn't fun anymore in that way. Too many struggles to get food, to get staff, all that jazz. So it's like, instead of having a headache on who's going to show up to work and who's not, can I get food, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to worry about me. So I decided to look around, and I always loved the process of the house buying. When we did it, we actually worked with Nancy Messam, who's also part of this office. And then I met Joanne and forgot that she was my neighbor.
Yes. In the interview I'm looking at, I'm thinking, I know him, and we used to share a driveway.
Yeah, we sure did. And I didn't want to be that guy to be like, oh, I know you from somewhere. But,
your wife reminded you.
My wife reminded me. She's like, actually, yeah, you do. I'm like, damn it, I knew it. But yeah, so right now I'm on my third year. Just finished my second. Love it. I love that I'm not confined to four walls. I love being out in the open, meeting people, and I still get to do my chef thing too, because I just rebranded myself a little bit within the brand.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because I think it's really exciting. Yes.
Yeah. So I started branding myself with a new logo as Sold and Surf with Remax Fairlane Realty. It's basically promoting myself as a former chef turned realtor. So I made little recipe books. So I'm actually gifting myself as well as a closing gift. So it's pretty common for us to give them a welcome home gift. And I'm actually offering myself up as part of that deal to cook them a meal in their new kitchen in their new home, which is a lot of fun.
It's so exciting, right?
It's for them and a few friends or their family or however they want
Hmm.
to do it. And yeah, it's just a nice, intimate, interactive thing
And
that
what
I
a
do.
unique thing that you can offer people, right? Like it's very unique, and I absolutely love all of that. What
Yeah,
you're doing there.
yeah, it's a fun little edge. It's a and it's a personal thing.
Hmm.
It's yeah. So I love doing that, and I have my branded chef knives
Hmm.
that I started giving out as well. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, and I still love to cook, and I love to do it in that way
Yes.
without the pressure of the food industry.
Well, and we're
Yeah,
really lucky to have you at the office too, because I know like we've done a couple different hot chocolate events, and like everybody was saying, so we were just at the curling event for 150
that's right.
years,
Yeah,
and we were handing out hot chocolate, and everybody was commenting on how great the hot chocolate was, and we owe that to you because you made
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And I don't know when this episode will come out. However, we are sponsoring an event at Soup Fest as well, and you've come up
yeah,
with the recipe, and we're going to be competing against other
yeah,
businesses for the soup. The agents, I think, want to help you make it, but
yeah,
you're definitely the lead
yeah.
behind that. So I thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah. That
amazing.
will
Yeah.
be a lot of fun too. Yeah. So that's an exciting one too. It's probably going to be done by the time this comes on, but
But I just
yeah.
wanted to mention that and give
Yes.
you
Yeah.
props for that.
Yeah. No, I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. It's still very much part of my life. But I have no doubt that I made the right decision into moving this way.
Hmm.
Love being here at this office. Yeah. So this place has been so great. The team is great. The office is wonderful. I was concerned at first because we all kind of work for ourselves. At the
That's
end of the
right.
day, we all got to make our bread and butter. But this place is so inclusive. The office is wonderful. There is no drama, which I've never heard of in a workplace. Knock on wood.
Yes.
But yeah, no, people are celebrating each other. The new agents, we try to help them as much as I can say that now because I've been here for 2 years.
You are no longer the new agent
I'm
on the
not the new
block.
one
No.
anymore. No, but yeah, no, it's just so inclusive and welcoming. We celebrate each other's successes, and we help each other navigate through some difficult times if there is one. So that's amazing. Plus, the tech that Fairlane Realty offers is amazing
Thank you.
as well.
Thank you.
We have this program, and it kept me afloat during my first 3 months. I was able to do quite a bit of business
You really
just with
kicked your
that.
career off. Yes, with
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
just with that tech. So, and I feel I wouldn't have gotten that anywhere else.
Right. Okay.
Because
Thank you.
you're a person here. So yes, thank you. Um, yeah, because you're a person here, not a number, right? We're small enough that everybody still knows each other. You're not just tucked away in a cubicle somewhere, and
We
good
don't forget
luck.
about you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good luck to you. So that's truly truly amazing. That's what I love about this office.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you for saying that, Reiner. So my next question for you is why do you think you connect so well with first time home buyers?
Okay, that's a good question. I think it's because I was one myself not long ago. It's been 4 years, I do believe. Um, you know, I connect with people pretty easily. I'm an easygoing fella.
Mm-hmm. Very laid back.
Yeah, but I think for me, where I have dealt with customers, clients my whole life,
Mm-hmm.
listening to their dietary needs, to their, in the kitchen, of course, not with home buying, but
Mm-hmm.
just connect and you build relationship that way.
Right.
And I mean, again, the excitement and I thrive on that. It
Mm-hmm.
makes me excited and
Mm-hmm.
happy to do it, to do that, right? So, and I want to make sure that they get the best service they can. I want to make sure that they, get the best deal that they possibly
Mm-hmm.
can. Um, but why I connect so well, I think it's my personality.
Mm-hmm.
I listen, I absorb, and I am personal.
And you
So
care.
I care. Yes,
That's
I listen to their needs and wants, and I'm sure lots of other people too do as well. But I'm very much driven that way. You
mm-hmm.
know, yeah. So I think that's kind of a major thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one.
Yeah.
What are the first questions when someone's buying their first home that they normally ask you?
What do you think we could offer on this home? That's a lot. Money is usually a big one.
Yeah.
But they ask a lot about, oh, geez, what happens during this process? That's usually the first thing you get, and I kind of walk them through it. They sometimes don't know, about what you need to have for, like, let's say closing costs,
Mm-hmm.
right? They think, oh, this house is $250,000. I have to get a mortgage for $250,000, and the rest is
Mm-hmm.
that. So I really start the conversation by, okay, you have any idea, like just asking, what do you think,
Mm-hmm.
what the steps are, and I can kind of gauge on how much they know and how much they've looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and from there, we just kind of go on, and I explained to them. I said, okay, the different uh, uh, steps we can take.
Yeah.
Okay, have you done a pre-approval yet with a bank? That's very important too. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody does that.
That's probably
Um,
the first step, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. There's nothing more disappointing than finding your dream home and then finding out that you can't qualify for it because
Yeah.
it's just not in the cards right now. Um, so yeah, in order to prevent that, because there's nothing more heartbreaking than falling in love with something and then, oh no, you can't
Yeah.
do it just
Yeah.
just yet, right? Um, so yeah, usually I go through the steps like that, and the questions they usually have are, similar. Like, okay, what do we need for, like, how much is a lawyer going to cost us? Oh my goodness, where do we
Yeah.
find a home inspector?
Right.
Oh my, and those are the things that we can help them with really well as well.
Gotcha.
Which, again, that's part of the whole package. So you hire one of us, uh, we walk you through everything, and we set you up with.
If someone is starting their home journey today, what is one thing you would wish that they knew earlier that they don't know when they first start?
Again, kind of going back to what we just talked about, is kind of knowing what they can qualify for.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than, again, falling in love with that perfect home and then not being able to do it just yet.
Yeah.
However, I will say in this line of work right now, I've seen firsthand many times that everything seems to happen for a reason. It's
Yes.
kind of crazy. Everything usually, like a lot of times, things just kind of fall together,
Mhm.
right? This might not be the one, but a week later, a listing might pop up that fits perfectly,
It's a
and it
dream home as opposed to settling for something because
absolutely,
that's what's there at the time.
absolutely, and that's our job, I think, too,
Hmm.
because for me, I don't know, I'm one of those people. Let's say your budget is $400,000. I'm not going to look in just that range. Like,
No.
I want to get them the home that they want at the
Yes.
best price. I don't. It doesn't matter to me if it's $200,000 or $400,000. I want them to be happy,
Right.
right? It's all about getting your clients into the home that they want and deserve at the
That's
best
right.
price.
That's right.
So yeah.
So when you're not selling real estate, what are you up to?
Oh, geez. Well, it doesn't seem much these days. No, we like to.
Do you have two kids?
I have two kids. Yeah, one 18-year-old and one 7-year-old. Don't ask me what I was thinking there, but they keep me busy. 18-year-old is kind of off doing his own thing, like teenagers do. The 7-year-old is busybody. He likes
Yeah.
to tear around, and he's very much a boy. So yeah, he keeps me on my toes. But we love being outside,
Yep.
romping around in the snow right now. Put this shirt on today to kind of manifest, hopefully, better weather
You're not
soon.
manifesting the snow.
So we're
Yeah.
like yin and yang right now. But yeah, no, I just love cooking still. Very much one of my
Yep.
favorite things to do. I've auctioned myself off a few times too for good causes. I've done one for the Children's Hospital,
Yep.
and now I've just done one for a local school here in town.
Well,
So
that's great.
so yeah, I love doing those kinds of things. Yeah. And
Wonderful.
then real estate.
It's all about the
It's
real
all about the
estate.
real
Real
estate.
estate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That keeps you very busy. Yeah.
So now let's move on to a few other little questions. How do the systems and technology here that we have at the office help you stay organized with first-time homebuyers?
So we have lots of amazing things at the office that we can use. AI, of course, is now being a huge thing coming,
That's right.
yeah, popping up everywhere. It can be very useful, not just your run-of-the-mill chat GPT stuff, but um, I'm using something called Structure, which is an office app. I love it. I can, it uses your calendar and it's just everywhere, it just organizes
Yep.
everything. And I can just talk to it and it just
Mm-hmm.
organizes my day, which is very helpful
Mm-hmm.
because Joanne knows sometimes organization is a little bit of my, pet peeve.
Well, we
So
have so many things coming at us all the time. We
yeah,
have to really
yeah,
be on top of it constantly,
yes,
don't we?
yes, you do. Yes, you do. Something can just slip by just like that because there's so much going on. And that's something I always love too. When people think what we do is just open a door, showing them, writing a
No, we really
contract.
need to leverage technology to keep keep things
Yes,
moving forward
absolutely.
and meeting deadlines
Yeah,
and all those sorts of things.
lots of moving parts. So yeah, so we okay, at this office, there's just so much. I mean, Remax offers a lot of great tech, which really helps you stay organized, especially and with first-time buyers too. Again, it's guiding them through the whole process because deadlines, they're for us, but they're also for our clients, right?
Yes.
And it's tough sometimes to keep track of everything. So it's nice to be able to have like a system set up where you can even
Yes.
automatically send reminders of certain things like, oh, don't forget, we have an inspection in 2 days and things like that, just to keep
Yeah.
everybody on track. And that's, I really think that the things that we have in the office are great to
Awesome.
help us with that. Yeah.
And how important is it to you to have direct broker access to when you need clarity on an issue or you have something come up with clients that you need help with? How important is that for you?
Super important. And I will admit that sometimes I feel almost bad for taking advantage of that. And then Joanne here always tells me, that's what we're here for.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, never be scared to ask a question.
Exactly. And, the open door policy here is wonderful. So, again, thank you for that.
You're
It's
very
just
welcome.
great. Yeah, I never feel left out in the cold. Again, I love that about this brokerage. Like, it's open door policy. We have Mary, who's wonderful. Like, again, everybody's here for each other. We're all here to help each other.
We're all here for the same goal. It's a win-win, right?
We want to all be successful
Yeah.
and make a name for ourselves in this industry. And yeah, so it's A1.
A1, perfect.
A1. Let's go.
So now let's move on to our topic of the day, and we're talking all about first-time home buyers. So the first question I have for you, Reinier, is in today's market, what is the one thing that first-time home buyers misunderstand the most?
Yeah, I think it's mostly the process. Again, lots of first-time buyers, they're just in that mindset, okay, we want to buy a home. And it kind of, not saying it stops there, but people are like, okay, let's go look for houses, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the most, let's be honest, it's the most exciting part.
Oh yeah, getting into the houses, seeing them, seeing what they look like online, because
Absolutely.
online too, we should talk about that too. Online and sometimes in reality can be two different things, because sometimes the pictures make it look really pretty. It might be pretty, but maybe not as pretty as you see once you get there, because they're not showing the basement and all the stuff that they don't want to promote online. And I call it a little bit of catfishing. So that's really important with the marketing is, as a listing agent, you want to try to keep your pictures as real to the process, but while still highlighting the property's features.
Absolutely. You want to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just how it is, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get into them, because at the end of the day, we're wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, you don't want people, disappointed buyer is not a good buyer.
Yeah. Open that door and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah. So, and we've all been there. And yes, there's just such a fine line, I find too, is between, having it too polished and pretty and, like, obviously you want to show the best version of that house.
But you don't want to misrepresent that at the same time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. But as for what I find, first-time buyers are kind of like, oh, geez, okay, we didn't realize it was all this.
Yeah.
It's usually when it comes down to the process, the paperwork, the explanation of the paperwork, which is also very important. You got to know what you want. You want to know what you sign, right? When you do the actual initial paperwork. So, and again, we do that really well here, I find, is, getting them in the office and just walking through them, sit in the office and be like, okay, let's go through this stuff. If you have any questions, and because I know there was a date and time, especially during the, lockdowns and all that stuff, where it was just DocuSign, and, it's a lot harder to connect with people and to explain it to them.
It's nice to sit down and do a buyer consult where we have packages where we can give that to our buyers and you can walk them through the process to start. So when you're in the heat of the moment, you find a property you love and the offer has to be in, you're not rushing through that process.
Exactly.
They already have that general understanding.
Have that, exactly. And that's how I like to operate too, because there's nothing worse than, trying to rush through things, because, you need to know what you're signing.
That's right.
As excited as we all are about that,
we want to understand their legal paper. It's legal paperwork. Yeah.
It's legally binding paperwork. So, you got to pay attention to that. So I find that's kind of usually like, oh, geez, okay, we didn't know it was all this much. And, it's our job to kind of explain it to them and say, okay, yes, it looks like a lot. And yes, it is a lot, but we're here every step of the way. Right. Yes, and then that's the fun part especially with first time buyers, because, it can be very anxious and once you get over that first hurdle of excitement, like, yes, we're going to do this. And, again, that's where we come in to kind of make that smooth and, like, okay, yeah, we can do this. Yeah. And then it's, figure out what their budget is. So not so much what they're approved for, but what their budget is, what they're comfortable
That's
with,
right.
right? That's very important because
Very,
again,
very important. Yeah.
you might be able to borrow $500,000. Doesn't mean you have to spend it, right?
Well, and
What are you
what
comfortable with?
what's your monthly budget too that you're comfortable with? Because you have to
Yeah.
add in taxes,
Yes.
insurance, your heating costs and stuff all onto that. So you need to
Yeah.
look at your monthly budget and make sure
Yeah.
you're comfortable spending that much.
Absolutely.
Because everybody has different lifestyle choices, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you got to take closing costs into consideration too, because you know the higher the price, the more of a down payment you need.
That's right.
And you know those are all things that matter. And then you have your transfer taxes, which people seem to kind of forget about.
The D-transfer,
a lot
yeah.
of times, yeah. And then you know obviously property taxes and all that stuff will be added to you. So you know again, it's about your budget, not your approved amount that you can borrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what do you find in Truro and Colchester, and you work some in Pictou County too, that buyers don't really know that are specific to this area that they should pay attention to?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. So I find so a D-transfer tax would be one
Because they differ by municipality, right?
they're different. Yeah, so that's something to keep in your head. Again, we'll explain that to you. And then there's different things like let's say different areas. Obviously, you know, you have different neighborhoods. Like, what are you looking for? You're looking for you want to be a little bit more rural. You want to be. We know as local agents.
Yeah, because we both live here. I grew up here.
Yeah.
You might have things like Truro that has floodplains, and there's areas of Truro that have arsenic in the water, and there's areas of Truro that you might be up on a hill and you won't think that you're going to get water, but you do. So like all those little local pieces in one street, even though it might be beside another street, might not bring the same value, right?
Exactly. So it's one of those things, and that's why you know local agents they will know. Because I've been here now for 9 years. I've lived in Truro and Bible Hill. So yeah, it's good to have that because where I live, it's actually the water is awful. It's just not great water, and we have the treatment system in place and all that stuff.
Right.
But for our water, I use a water cooler because it's just better cleaning water, better drinking water.
Better drinking water.
For everything else, sure, it's fine, but you know, those are the things, right? And that's what you can then explain to them. Like, listen, you know, the water here isn't great, but
you can do treatment systems and that sort of stuff. Right,
and
absolutely.
For your drinking water, just, you know.
Yeah, you go out to south of Truro, and there's a lot of areas too that will run out of water, right? So you need to know your local area to know what the little things are that if you're not from here, you may not pick up on.
Absolutely. And a big question I always get to is taxes.
Right.
In Truro versus just outside of Truro.
Yeah, because you have Truro tax rates, and then you have Bible Hill, which is higher than the county, because Bible Hill has their own amount of taxes, right? So the county has the cheapest taxes rates in the area, and in the county it also varies depending on what services you're getting, right?
Yeah, so exactly. So that's always kind of a hurdle too that you have to kind of explain and maneuver through. It's and that's why again, you know, local agent for the local area is probably the way to go.
Absolutely. Reinier, thank you so much for sharing your insight today with me.
Well, thank you for having me, and for all those watching and listening. If you are thinking of listing or buying, please keep us in mind at Reinier Fairlane Realty, and we're always happy and eager to help, whether it's buying your first home or selling a home. We're here for you.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Reinier. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.